Oh, it's broken. I start the stream and something's broken. All right, hang on. I'll fix it. This thing. How is it so broken so fast? Welcome. Felicitations, my family of fledglings. And hello, Ghost. It's so good to unsee you as well. I think my keyboard is dying. I keep hitting F11 without touching F11. Yes, I have rolled out a new feature. Is it going to be bad? It's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad. But it's at least going to be a little bit better than it was. It's me trying. I'm trying to do something a little, you know, reach out, help out. It'll help those who like to lurk with no audio. It'll help hard of hearing and deaf communities. I've watched another streamer doing this, and it just seems like even when it messes up, it's still better than not having it. If that makes sense. Good idea. Yeah. And you know what? If you're hearing this, if you're listening to this, then it's funny. It's probably going to be comedically hilarious. Welcome, everybody. Tonight, we're doing something dramatically different. And yes, that is why it took me like 35, 36 minutes to get into stream and get everything set up. It had very little to do with the... I'm really bad at being a weatherman. That was already sussed out a little while ago. I had to do more testing on it. So several months ago, as we were embarking on our Myst crusade, I met a fellow Myst streamer named Tara Steelheart. Yes, thanks, closed captioning. You're doing a great job. And they also stream Myst stuff.
You are my dad. You're my dad. Wookie, wookie, wookie.
What's up, everybody's dad? This is Tara. Playing a lot of Skyrim. Oh, that was good. Do it again.
What's wrong, Doug?
Nothing.
Self-care already? Thank you, Teddy.
I'm right as the
I
mail.
can't hit you behind the railing.
While this clip
Maybe I
plays,
need to get
I need to go grab water. I'll be right back.
Don't stand behind the pole. I definitely can't hit you standing behind the pole. I need you to come out. Or maybe I don't.
Okay, return. Sorry. Thank you, Toady, for the triple self-care. Whoa, I'm shaking everything. on the screen. No, I don't have my usual water. It is upstairs and hiding, and I've been draining it today because we did a lot of yard work. But I will do the thing. Stretches, hydration, and this oh man, I cannot read my own subtitles. I really can't. It's just going to be awful. And I just have to part ways with the fact that reading it, like, it'll make me try to articulate more, and that just doesn't make any sense. I should just talk the way I talk and let the chips fall where they may. Since Oz popped in with a little heart, let's also do a quick shout out for the streamer of Oz. Subtitles go nuts on everybody's stream. I'm not concerned about that. I shouldn't be. It's one that we saw before.
2 minutes.
Jeez.
You know what is really excellent? There are two things.
You being great at archery.
This is a small business that we are supporting when we buy this.
Holy
Okay, you know what? It's in my
And
cart.
when I click a link in Discord, it chooses a random Firefox window to open it on, and it decided to choose the one that I was playing on. So for just
I know what this is. I know what that is. That's when everybody on stream met Trevor. And we can't talk about Trevor. Because Trevor will get people banned if we talk about it. Welcome. Hello. Yes, we're changing tactics, and I'll explain why. Okay, I'm here. Excellent. Welcome. Myst sequel, more like Pain sequel, am I right? Oddball, you have no idea. This series has had some wonderful lore. However, the majority of the game is Easter egg hunting. And that is, for me, painful. It is a lot. But I do have a loving community that softly hints at me as to how to beat the game, especially
how you are. You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Yes. Is that 100%? Oh, it feels like that. Just like that sound clip. Yeah. So the what's happening tonight is a triple fork, or 3 times of 1 fork. So part the first, act 1 of tonight's story is we were playing through the Myst franchise. Tara and I found each other and said, what if we played the multiplayer Myst together, which is Uru? And I thought, that sounds good. And then in my head, later on down the road, when we finally got to Uru, I'm thinking there's a single player Uru, there is a multiplayer Uru, and they don't cross paths, so I'll do the single player. And I was told that that is incorrect. So what we are instead doing is waiting until Tara and I can do the Uru thing together. That's fork the second is over where they are. Things are excruciatingly hot, so hot that they must take a summer hiatus because running electronics in the middle of the summer is a excruciatingly bad idea. And so summer hiatuses are a thing. And so we will wait until things are cooler in that neck of the woods before we hop into Uru. And then the third tine on this fork, a 3-prong fork, a threek, if you will. I mean, if you want to get threaky tonight, we can get freaky tonight. The subtitles refuse to let me use that word. The subs keep saying Tara. I know. I can't do anything about it. Yeah, you're trying to melt my house. Right. So Act 3. Simultaneously, Oz says, you shouldn't be playing Myst 5 before Uru. And I say, well, I want to wait to play Uru, and I want to continue Myst. So Myst 5 is the one, even if they're out of order. And she says, a lot of your fans are going to feel like that's putting things out of chronology, and they'll be upset. And so I said, well, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. And then out of left field, if I'm allowed to say this on stream, Sam, I'm probably going to say it before you're going to give consent. Out of left field tonight, Sam says, enjoy Riven the remake. And boom, it's in my Steam library, courtesy of Sam. Thank you very much for the kind gift. One that will be given to the community immediately, because then we don't have to break the chronology. We'll go backwards a little bit. We'll play the remake of 2. It's fresh off the presses. It's new. It's hot. Well, I don't know if it's hot. I don't know that I'll necessarily draw like a big following for just this one game as we play through it, but we'll see. We'll play this, and then we'll move on to the rest of the Myst series. Yeah. Take some of my cold. It's getting close to freezing. Too close to freezing for my liking. That sounds wonderful, actually. Myst has chronology. Yeah, it does. It does. I did 5 first. Oh, okay. I was told it could make some people uncomfortable. If you finish this one fast, you might, since you did OG Riven lately, per snaps chance of Senar. If I'm not back yet, we'll see. We'll see. I cannot read my own subtitles. I will have to look at the camera and not at the subtitles. I've never seen snow and don't plan on starting now. Yeah, I mean, I will take your freezing temperatures though, but I do not like snow. Where we live, it gets freezing, but it does not get, I saw snow once in the last 3 or 4 years since we've moved here. And it was wonderful because it melted immediately, which meant no snow chores. That's the way to do it. All the beauty of snow and all the beauty of cold with none of the work. It was -1 the other night and I was ready to die. Layers. That's where you get to wear nice layered clothing and dress, you know, like people used to when the world was cooler. Southern Hemi must be everything up here is boiling right now. Yeah, it is. Oh, I only speak in C, not F. So I understand you. All right. Shall we move on to tonight's great event? I'm excited. Are you? Welcome to the Riven remake 2024. What? Oh, those are fireworks. On my screen, or on my stream emoji wall, it did not look like it. It just looked like a big glowing something. Rob was bitching about Auckland being 14 today. That's not bad. I like the mid-teens because you get to dress, or I like to dress in like nice outfits when I'm not streaming and not living in Georgia. You know, vests and suit jackets and like nice stuff. I like nice stuff. I like to look nice periodically. But I can't do it if I'm going to sweat through it all and stink. I have no idea what -1F is, but I assume it's cold as fuck. It's pretty cold. Nobody leaves the house in that temperature unless you like snow sports. He was in jammies, under robe, under scarf / Udi, under blankie. Oh, indoors in his house with gloves and a hat. Oh, poor guy. I love the cold. I've got the genetics for it. But I can't stand the heat. So why am I in this state? For so many reasons. Anyway, so I want to make sure that this particular test works well for everybody. I took a long time to figure out that the audio was not working in this game by its own audio functionality, and yet it was being picked up, of all things, by Back 4 Blood. When I play Back 4 Blood, it picks up Back 4 Blood. When I pick up Riven remake, the Back 4 Blood audio source seeks and finds this game. It's so stupid. And I was trying to get it to work, and it wasn't working. And then I scroll through my sources, and there is my volume slider actively working. First winter in a while where I've been forced to wear something beyond shorts and a short sleeve shirt. Wow. I'm not jealous of that. I like winters to feel like winter. I don't like snow. Snow kills people. Snow, shoveling and ice scraping and all of that like hard, laborious work just to leave the house literally kills some people every year. Usually older people, but it's not good. I don't want it. I don't want that chore. But I still like being in cold, actual cold. Yeah, give me all the cold. Now it's jeans and a short sleeve shirt. That's not a good winter for me. How far south would you need to go to get like a good winter? Or does that just not happen because of trade winds and position on the globe and all that stuff? When I was in my younger years, winter consistently sent me to the hospital. Whoa. Brutal. What happened? So what I need to know from you all with the stream is, can everybody see this icon that I'm circling in the middle? Or is it dark on your screens? The reason I ask is they say streaming always comes out through your broadcast darker than it is on your own screen. And I want it to be bright enough that everybody can see the details. You can see it? Great. Cool. We'll move on. All right, that's 2 confirms. We're moving on. Riven. Options? What options do we have? Quality? Favors visuals? Epic visuals? Can we do epic? Let's try epic. We'll see how it do. Controller diagram. I don't know if I'm ready for a controller for this game. I'll use mouse if I can. Graphics, epic. Yeah, that's all fine. Motion blur. It's off by default. If people really feel like they want the motion blur, let me know and I'll consider turning it on. Interface language, dialogue subtitles, yes. Because accessibility. Sound context? That's too much. Too much. Color context, we do not need. Smart cursor. Sure. Brightness, we just did. Controls. Sure. Vehicle comfort. Advanced is fine, I guess. Audio. It sounds fine to me. Is it loud to anybody? Does it seem fine? We're not really. We'll adjust that when we hear some people talking. Yeah. My lungs are pathetic and don't have the constitution for cold air. Oh. I'm sorry to hear. Send us your cold. Everybody here in the States wants your cold. Good evening, Everett. Yes, we are moving back to Riven a little early. We thought maybe we would do this further down the line, but now is the perfect time. For reasons that I explained earlier, you can watch the VOD. Yes, that's what my subtitles say. Cannot read those. I can't read those. I'm so mad the game logo is the fish now. New players think of the fish as the Riven logo. Like a H.P. Lovecraft story. Maybe. It's supposed to be the number 5. a-Gehn. I want warmth. I miss summer. You and I are not tribal. I like you. I've liked everything I've ever read from you in chat, but I cannot like your love of heat. My people suffered in bitter cold for so many generations so that I could appreciate being in bitter frozen cold as often as possible. And that's where I'm happiest. I do not like summer. I hold my breath, proverbially, all summer long until the cold weather comes back. I miss the casual 35 to 40. I am not happy above 30. I am unhappy. I see a 3, I start to cry. 35 is gross. 40 is no. 20 is okay. Yes. 20 is nice. Summer is the one thing that hasn't tried to kill me yet. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. The ideal is 20 to 25, but I settle for 30 plus. Oof. 25 outside is fine. Maybe a day or two pushing 30. Maybe. Okay. We're good. We're good. New game. Are you ready? Indoors needs to be like 18. That would be lovely. If we could afford to run the AC at 18 all the time, I would do it. I hope your computer can handle Epic. If it can't, we'll go right back. If it's too stuttery, then we'll go right back and change it. But we'll find out right now. Many ages, infinite truths. An old dunny proverb. Oh!
Thank God you've returned. I need your help.
He's in the flesh. Well, actually, less flesh, more pixels.
There's a great deal of history that you should know, but I'm afraid there's no time to explain. Most of what you'll need to know is in here.
I mean, this makes him happy, right? Not being on camera?
And for reasons you will discover, I can't send you to Riven with a way out. But I can give you this. It appears to be a linking book back here to Dunny, but it's actually a one-person prison. It's the only way to capture Gehn.
All right.
Here.
We took it.
Once you've freed Catherine, I'll come with a linking book. She'll know how to signal me.
Do I have a choice?
There's a very good chance, if all this goes well, that you'll be returned to the place that you came from.
I don't like this. And then he just stops. Can we move?
Until we meet again.
Okay.
Take care, my friend.
Wait, what are you doing? What? Huh? Oh. Oh. He locked his book away deliberately so we couldn't go. He's a controlling sort of guy, isn't he? 12 in winter. Stupid fish logo looks like a penis with fins. Anybody ever heard that Deontwood song, Wings on My Penis? Winter doesn't agree with the lungs. Autumn is just a sudden drop in temp from summer, and spring is where I fear the birds. Do we need... What do we... Can you tell us about the birds? I do like the live actors better. I do too. I know he doesn't like being on camera. But I like him. I like him acting. Even if he's uncomfortable. That book lock thing is nice. That's clever. He's a smart guy, right? Magpies don't fuck around? What do magpies do? I don't know that I have magpies around me. Ooh, look at this cursor. Is this cursor from... This cursor has to predate original Riven. This is an ancient cursor. I'm remembering my youth. I've got a mate in Canberra who's friends with all the Maggies in her neighborhood. How does that work? Do you train? Probably has to train them. The Dino Fact friend from the other day. Oh, gotcha. I am afraid of your friend. You do not want to mess with this person. Or you will be ended. Look at this cursor. Look at that. It's made of like 50 pixels. All right, let's go. Shall we? Hope the graphics can keep up. 2024 Ultra graphics. I don't know if I have that kind of computer. Here comes the word. No. Ah! We went right through it. Her Insta has a billion drawings she's done of birds. Aw. We'll see if you can maintain your criticism in the presence of the greatness of this game. We'll find out. We'll see just how great this is. I'm a pretty critical person. That's not true. I try to laud success where I see it. Troa. Welcome, Troa. Hello, hello. Oh! Hang on. We're in an important part of the game real quick. Oh my god, hi, please send noodles. If I could, I would. Ooh! Oh, can we pause this? We can. Okay. This is a critical part of the game. I don't want this to happen while some people are stuck on ad break. That would be awful. Magpies enjoy swooping at pedestrians around spring. That's mean. Do they ever hurt, or is it just a fear thing? Because I used to live in a place with barn swallows. They would swoop at you, but they'd never do anything. They'd never hurt you. Her Insta is a... Oh, where this? If you want to have a look... Oh, take a look. I'll pull that up for myself for later. Boop, boop. Okay. Magpie swooping is territorial. They can hurt? What did they do? What did they do to you? What have they done to Toady? I hate that my subtitles keep referring to you by not Toady. Tried a new pizza place today. Very not pleased with their chicken wings. Currently writing a review. Do it. Do it. I'm a big reviewer for our area. I like to post things and be like, hey, listen. This is not going well. That's not, you know. The people need to know. I wrote a review that's been seen by so many people that just for an ad flyer that I got in the mail for a car dealership. I'm like, listen, you all need to know these people are trying to scam you. I've been relatively good at avoiding swoops, but they can do a bit of damage. Jeez. Cruel. Okay. Everybody's back, even in the cheap seats. Let's continue. I miss the real actors. This is fine, but I miss him. Hi. Hello. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Huh? Uh-huh. No. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. 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 Oh. 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 Not happy. Not happy. How do I say not happy in your language? Sucker. This time I saw the dart. This time I saw it. Last time I had no idea why he collapsed. Oh, bye. Bye-bye. I'm gonna grab the book too, because I really love the book, but I got a feeling you're gonna... Or do I keep the book? Maybe I keep the book. Oh, you took the book. Hi. You're, bandagey. Are you my mummy? Alright, I'll stop. Thanks for setting me free. Thanks for making it so nobody can use this. Even though this would be a nice prison for me to put somebody in to win the game. There's more stuff going on over here. There's a lot more over in this direction than there was before. Is there free walk? Oh, there's free walk. Uh-oh. Hang on. Damn it. Controls. I didn't think we'd come to this so quickly. Where, how, there are controls, and yet they don't let you map them. Really? Really? Nothing. Okay. Okay. There's a way, I think, for me to adjust to QWERTY. Oh my god. Okay, I can move around in QWERTY. Thank god. Is that Dave Grohl? Yes, Dave Grohl took my book and then got pulled away. I don't review too often. Something has to be impressively good or bad to prompt me to. This one is scathing. Oh my. I like that too. I don't write reviews for mediocrity. I really can't read my own subtitles. But I will write reviews when I've had a really good experience and a really bad experience. That Doctor Who episode scarred me for life. Wait, Doctor Who? I do agree that video is better. I would rather see high quality characters than be able to spin around while they talk. Yeah. I'm too lazy to review. Most of the time, I'm too busy to review. The first step is not always simple. Take your first steps on the Age of Riven. We just got an achievement. This game gives achievements like candy. That's so stupid. That's really stupid. We got an achievement for playing the first minute of the game. The "Are you my mummy" meme is from a Doctor Who episode. It is way before Doctor Who. And I've never watched Doctor Who. It probably predates Doctor Who by decades. I've left one review in my lifetime, and it was for the restaurant I worked in back when I was 15 that fired me because they thought I stole a spoon? Because you stole it's a spoon. It's just a fucking spoon. Dock your pay. 1 spoon's worth. What? Is that a Steam thing? I didn't get achievements? Probably. Wait, can you buy the remake on not Steam? Yeah, people are really dumb. What is this? There's so many new things I want to explore. Hello? Oh. Is that the Starry Expanse down there? Okay. Oh, GOG, of course. Good old games. Can we... This is a handle, is it not? It maybe is not. Maybe is not. What? Excuse? Excuse? Okay. You stay stay windy, my friend. Stay windy. What is this diving board? That's new. I was laughing with glee when the place went out of business like 2 months later. Hell yeah. They got instant karma. Or 2 months later karma. Excuse you, sir. Yeah, that's kind of... that's a rude pipe. Put the demons back down the pipe where... Oh, put the demons back down the pipe where they belong, right? What was up with that? I didn't sign this to listen to the screams of the damned. This wasn't in the contract. This wasn't in the demonic contract. This is new. Oh. It does not do the thing. What does this do? So I don't remember what this puzzle was in the last game. Honestly. But maybe now we can do a dive off this. It looks like a diving board. It even has a little spring underneath it there. And a ladder. I hope, my biggest hope, is that with mechanical things like this, look, there's a track for this to run on. And a like a board up there that might lift that handle. My hope is this game has rational mechanisms, that everything is rationally mechanic. Can you imagine if they actually changed the game so that you can look at something and use reason? Look at this. This makes sense, probably. It's all rusty, though. Okay. Star Air Expanse down there. Probably. In retrospect, this place was not very worker-friendly because I would work 6-hour shifts with no breaks. Isn't that... Is there a labor law where you are against that? Here, I think you could report them. I think motion blur is making things too blurry. I hate to break it to you, Sam. I have motion blur turned off. That's for future you. Hi. Oh, a little bridge right there. We were not able to see from this angle before, or it was too pixelated and I had no idea what the hell I was looking at. You can see the spinning globe from here. You know it's there. This game makes so much more sense already, except for the fact that these little grass bits move in solid rock right there. You see that? See the waving? See the waving? It's like a tumbleweed stuck in dirt and yet still somehow able to completely whip around. I don't know why that is so funny to me. The water is very pretty though. That is very nice. Yeah. They've augmented the geography somewhat. They've enhanced your actual playability of this game. They're giving you so many hints, which I love, because Riven was too cryptic, and now it's letting on things beforehand. It's giving you foreshadowing. That's all Myst needs to do to be better, is foreshadow more. So when puzzles come at you, you go, I've seen this. I know what this is. Not, I'm completely disconnected from this new experience I'm encountering. There's probably labor laws in place, but I can't exactly call them out on it over half a decade later. No, I just mean... Oh, tab? Press the tab key on your keyboard. I have a tab key. Hi, Satchel. Why does this look like a horse's feed bag? Like I'm just down here for my oats. Nom 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 nom. Oh, lore dump? Should we lore dump immediately? I feel like we need a lore dump ASAP. Yeah. Get it out of the way. Get everybody caught up. Yeah. Riven was too cryptic by far, but 18-year-old me is still mad at all the changes. That's fair. All right. Let us begin. 87-610. They held for more than 30 years, but the corrections I made to Riven have finally failed. The island has resumed the familiar pattern of decay that is the hallmark of my father's work. I must now race to implement... Oh!
A penny for my lack of thoughts.
Thank you for the lack of thoughts bit. Appreciate your face. H just had no time for a briefing, so he gave you this. There's no time. How did the line from Princess Bride go? Let me catch you up. No, there is no time. Let me sum it up. Or let me explain. No, there's no time. Let me sum it up. I think that's the line. The island has resumed the familiar pattern of decay that's the hallmark of my father's work. I must now race to implement this new patch before it's too late. I only hope that my revised theories are sound. Are those hints? The word patch and revised seem to suggest, you know, you're playing a remake, in case you didn't know. 87.616. Revisions to Riven completed. There are still a number of minor adjustments that need to be made, but the basic corrections are in and should be working. Something's not right. I've been monitoring the instruments for several hours now, but have thus far observed no change. It's possible I've made an error, though I've checked my entry against my pre-notation and can find no discrepancy. I haven't slept in nearly 3 days, so it may be that I'm just not seeing it. If the fault is with my foundational assumptions, however, perhaps after a short rest I will see something. I've got to empty out my bit wallet, but I've now got 4, and giving out pennies feels kind of insulting. You will never insult me. I, 1, love everything that is generous in any capacity, and 2, I get to hear my tiny in my ears because that stream alert that goes off whenever there's a bit donation is me. I did a thing with my tiny's voice, and I love it personally. That one, and what's the other one? Oh, the raid message. The raid sound and the bit donation sound are my little and my tiny, respectively. So you do get to hear them on stream. We don't exploit them for money, but we do exploit them in just little tiny bits while not doxing them. Revisions are what Atris did in the original as well. Okay. Also, what's up, Parker? Long time no see. All done. One of the few times being mean is cathartic to me. Honestly, I feel that. Sometimes what you want to do is warn other people, right? You're actually extending kindness to far more people by letting them know what's up. Or extending kindness to the business by letting them know what to change for a better future. It just makes sense to me. How cruel would it be for me to redeem 5 minutes of Mandarin while you're reading lore? I'd have to stop. I mean, I could read... Honestly, I could do a lot of these words.
That's another thing. I'm right as the mail.
I just spilled some of my water. That's okay. Just a skosh. I can read some of this in Mandarin, but it would suck for, well, I don't know if it would suck for you guys. You guys can just read what's on the screen. Most of the pages are available for reading right there. You can see it. Even the smeary parts. I'm gonna vanish and go suffer in Demon Souls. Good luck. Appreciate your face. Thank you for the triple self-care. All right, where were we? 87.618. Success! It appears that my repairs have been effective after all. The gateway image has become noticeably clearer, and although it's impossible to know this with absolute certainty, the island seems to have quieted itself. Just a few more weeks of work, and I should be free at last to go there myself and attempt to bring Catherine back. The past 8 months have left me little time to devise a strategy for getting her out of there. There's been no sign from her in all that time. I only hope that... No, I must assume she's all right, lest my fears undermine my efforts. Does it look like he's crying? Does those look like teardrops to you? They kind of look like teardrops to me. Anyway. That would be like the first time we ever saw Atris have like a real emotion. He seems awfully emotionless. Anyway. tear smudges. Maybe. I feel like this is retconning his character. 87,619. I did not create the age of Riven. Unlike my father, I have never presumed to have such power. And yet the future of all those who live there has fallen into my hands. So far I've managed to read the page before it turns. The island continues to appear stable, and I would like to believe that I have saved a dying world. But the theories of one individual cannot support the lives of real people indefinitely. I must get everyone off of Riven as soon as possible. I was gonna say not tears. Atris doesn't have fifis. True. Maybe he just sneezed or gleeked. I think he gleeked on the page. Has anybody else done that? You're reading a book and you yawn and you're like, oh, come on. It's happened to me once or twice. Or a lot. The problem now is Gehn. I'll never be able to rescue Catherine and relocate the islanders if he is still the man he used to be. I haven't seen him in over 30 years, but given his history, I must assume that he's still a threat. His myopic mission to restore the Dunning civilization has left too many innocent cultures dying in its wake. A pattern that would no doubt continue were he to ever escape the confines of Riven. I'm going to say this again, and just once for this game, because it's fresh and it's right there on the screen. I hate that D''Ni. What the fuck is going on? Hello? Does this place have earthquakes? Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna say D''Ni looks like it should be pronounced Denis. Denis. With very little in between the D and the N, because there's an apostrophe there. You shouldn't actually have a vowel sound almost at all. Denis, Denis, like that. Not Dunny, not with the emphasis on the apostrophated, apostrophosed syllable. It makes no sense. I hate their pronunciation, Dunny. They should have reached out to just 5 people, and that would have been enough. And those 5 people would have said, no, man, that sounds ugly. I don't read it that way, and you shouldn't either. Don't pronounce it that way, dog. And then, yeah. Riven is falling apart, I guess. I pronounce it, I don't know how, I mean, you just typed the same word, so I don't know what that means. Always have. Atris is clearly wrong. I mean, he's not the only one. Everyone in the game, in all the games, says Dunny. The Australians say I'm gonna go murder a brown snake in the Dunny. What? It actually is supposed to be pronounced the way you do. Atris actually is pronouncing it incorrectly. Really? Am I right? How am I right and he's wrong? Isn't he one of the... Isn't the actor who plays Atris one of the 2 people that made Myst? So how could he pronounce it wrong if it's his creation? I'd read it as Denis or Dene. Like deny. Right, like Japanese nai. Deny. I think I'd want to see something else if I was gonna do a long I with that. E is a more neutral sound than the diphthong I. Oh, Dunny means toilet? I had no idea. No WC, but I don't know Dunny. Not Yisha. Yisha pronounces Dunny. She says Dunny? Really? Oh. interesting. Aussie slang for Lou. Got it. Not all games, there's at least one fun alternative pronunciation to come. Oh no. Oh my. Okay, well, anyway, I'm glad we're all in solidarity there, because I look at that word and I'm like, fuck, it says Dunny. It does not. You're full of it. All right. For more than 3 decades now, the universe has been safe from his corruptive influence because no one has been able to leave that ill-fated age. The last linking book out of Riven having been lost in the Star Fissure upon my return to Myst. That was our intention, to maroon my father on Riven by removing all the existing links to other worlds. And since the libraries containing the vast and intricate knowledge needed to construct linking books remained largely confined to the ruins of Dunny, he would be trapped there for the remainder of his lifetime and effectively segregated from the countless other worlds that he would have invaded. This is just gonna keep going. There's a lot of earthquakes here. Holy cow. Other pronunciations bug me too, like in the Wheel of Time. Why is Aes Sedai pronounced like, yeah. If I could pick on anybody for worst pronunciation of a made-up language ever, it would go in rank of number 3 would probably be these guys who made the Myst world. And I'm not well read on this kind of fantasy stuff, so I don't have a broad breadth of knowledge in this vein. But number 3, the Myst people. Number 2, George R.R. Martin in Game of Thrones. His pronunciation work trying to create like the languages of Valyrian and Dothraki were awful. The fact that there is a linguist that was hired by HBO to step in and like fix it and give it like validity is insane, because without that, Martin's work was terrible, and the pronunciation that he expected everything to have was just like garbage. And then number 1, worst offender for creating bad spelling and then showing you with a glossary in the back of every book how to pronounce his dog shit spelling was Robert Jordan with the Wheel of Time. Every word he made up was garbage. He had no idea what he was doing. Nynaeve? Come on, man. Rest in peace, though. I believe the real world history is that the change in spelling from Dunny in 1993 to Denis in 1994 was because of the realization that Dunny is Australian English for toilet, and yet they wouldn't change the pronunciation. That's a pretty funny theory, though. It wouldn't surprise me. Tad Williams had a lot of interesting languages in his works, but at least his made phonetic sense. It's not hard to make phonetic sense. Make up your own rules for your language first. Then make up the words. Don't start with words. You'll go crazy. I've made languages before. It's just a systematic thing. You would have had to get Rand back on camera to record again? Yeah. True. And that's why I'm pronouncing it with his awful pronunciation, because this is that version of Atris. This is what we achieved, but the way it fell was no one's ideal. And although the sting of it has gradually faded over the years, the deep pain of the responsibility for what actually came to pass has never left me. At the time, it all seemed so clear. a-Gehn's destructive path could not be allowed to continue. But it was never my wish that the innocent inhabitants of Riven, who had already suffered so much, would be the ones to have to pay for it. But enough! To dwell in the past is to die in the present. Is it? That seems like a really hardcore cliche. To dwell in the past is to die in the present. I kind of want to see that on a placard in somebody's home. It hits way harder than live, laugh, love, that's for sure. Are you feeling nostalgic right now? Well, fuck you, because you're about to die. Now, in the present. Yeah. Alright. Just a little decorative cross-stitch sampler. Yeah, yeah. How are you gonna die? You're gonna die because you're focusing too much on what happened before. You're living in the past. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. If you forget that, you'll fucking die. But enough. To dwell in the past is to die in the present. YOLO on steroids. It is kind of YOLO. Yeah. It feels awfully alpha male of Atris. Not YOLO Carpe Diem. Yeah. Hits you. It's in the past. Don't worry about it. That sounds like something they would say in Kung Fu Panda. Ow, that hurt. It hurt in the past. Alright. 15 more seconds and then we'll continue on for the folks in the cheap seats. This has been, I don't know. It's been good. I'm liking the periodic earthquakes happening while I'm trying to read. There's a comment in a Deep Space Nine episode about living in the past, but it didn't come across so douchey. Something similar, like you'll die in the present. That's the monkey in the Lion King. Oh yeah, could say that too. Rafiki, yes, that name sounds familiar to me. We've been watching it because the girls finally watched that for the first time. We thought they were old enough to grasp the concepts they're in, because it's a little weird. It's not something for like little kids to see somebody cast off in exile by the villain lying to them after he murdered their parent. And that takes a little bit of extra maturity, right? Not a lot, but little. So they hadn't watched it until recently. But because we're watching it in Mandarin, I can't remember what most of the characters' names are. I remember Timon and Pumbaa, but everybody else has a Mandarin name when we watch it. I don't remember what Rafiki's name was, but I don't think it's Rafiki. Okay, where am I? And the situation is not the same as it was then. The knowledge I've acquired since that time has yet to be factored into the equation. 87620. I think I have a solution for rescuing Catherine. Why did it not occur to me sooner? I do not know. Unless the thought had been pushed out with the memory of my sons. Excuse me? Pushed out with the memory of my sons? What happened there? That's a retcon, right? Something he's forgetting because of his sons? Huh. Is that supposed to explain why he's so brutal to them later on? More like, why do you exist here? I thought time was linear, so this is your past. So why do you exist here instead of the present? Interesting. Atris scooped out part of his brain to cope. This explains so much. Yeah. He just stuck it in a book and pressed it like a leaf or a butterfly. A prison book. Many years ago, during a hunting expedition through the ruins of Dunny, I chanced upon a formula for a most unusual type of book. Unfortunately, as my father was then in the habit of confiscating my discoveries, I had to leave it behind. Years later, however, as part of my efforts to protect the vulnerable worlds linked to the books in my library, I was pleased to find I could still recall most of the formula, and with little experimentation, quickly succeeded in creating one of those devices myself. The procedure is actually quite simple. By altering key lines of text but slightly, a normal linking book's connection can be partially severed, such that anyone who attempts to use the book will be permanently trapped in the dark void of the link. Unless someone else then uses the book, at which point that person becomes trapped, and the first person displaces back into the world. Whoa, big spoilers as to how this game works. Right there, in red brackets, the game is really telling you how to do things. Thank you. Thank you for fixing these cryptic parts of the game. The technique can be applied to books that have already been written. Changes to the text being so slight that anyone who is unfamiliar with the code will be unable to detect them. If my father is indeed unchanged, what better bait could there be than a book that appeared to be a link back here to Dunny? 8772, Trouble. My nightly analysis of the island's condition has revealed that the tremors have started again. The pattern, however, is new. The disturbances are the result of the changes I have made. This did not at first concern me. Tremors of this type were one of the possible side effects I'd anticipated during the initial phase of the island's readjustment. But in order to verify my assumptions, I recalculated, incorporating the new data. I'm going to say data because reasons. The results were not what I expected. The damage to the understructure is more extensive than I'd realized. I can no longer go to Riven as planned. Catherine, forgive me. I'm gonna have to send some chump in my place. There's too much damage for me, but I know an asshole that I can send instead. Yeah, but not knowing what consequences your choices would have was part of the gameplay back then. That's true. Like a choose your own adventure, so I could understand why they didn't explain it at the time. I guess there's that. And people can just save scum their way through. Revert to an old save. Go, that's not what I wanted to do. Just like with a choose your own adventure, you flip back to the page before the dead end and you try again. Mistman is a volunteer tomato. He is. He is. Atris just explained it right here. He's just like, I can't go to Catherine, but I know this one dickhead. He helped me out once. If I say the right things. Actually, what I'm gonna do is lock him in Dunny with no way out except the book to Riven. I'll even lock my book up so he can't use it. So he's got one choice. Stay in the catacombs or go to Riven. I guess that's two choices. Mistman is an intern. Oh no. It's true. I'm an unpaid intern. Does anybody need coffee? I do like the presence of the brackets. Atris already had the journal. He just needed to highlight the plan. True. True. I'm not a fan of the brackets as a lazy way to fix a problem that was only arguably there in the first place. I think what it does is it creates foreshadowing, and this series is grossly neglectful of foreshadowing. So much so that I feel like there are some parts of some games. I'm going to really rat out Myst 4. What part? The part where you find the old memory chamber and you see Cirrus in the hyperbaric chamber, and then you go upstairs and there's Yusha and Akinar. That whole scene felt like it had no lead up at all. It felt like you could have started a Myst game in that building and you wouldn't need to know anything before it. So much of that game didn't feed into the end in any way. Peter Gabriel's part did, but the people of that place, I forget what it was called. The people of that place were useless. Seeing Cirrus and a-Gehn running around was almost useless. Talking with Yisha in the beginning, useless. Atris's part, useless. Going back and having their memories in their prisons, retconning who they actually were in the first game, pretty useless. This game series is bad at writing. Writing is about creating a cumulative story that builds on its own world, and the Myst writers are notorious for forgetting to include things that they've told you earlier to help the world build later on. It's just like you turn a corner and it's a whole new game. They don't do continuity well at all. The experience is the most valuable thing. Unpaid internships shouldn't be legal. So rude. It's definitely exploitative. The Bjork people? Yes, the Bjork people. There was foreshadowing in a-Ghn's Serenia journal. I think a lot of people agree that Serenia is pretty bad. a-Ghn's Serenia journal could have come up as something much, much earlier, and it would have felt more like foreshadowing. It was a little bit too little, too late, because that's just before you get into that building. The connectivity feels pretty thin overall. I think I said it when we were playing that game. As soon as we entered the memory chamber, I was like, this could honestly be the beginning of a Myst game. And it would be high stakes, high energy, high excitement. What's going on? This girl we don't know, and somebody in a hyperbaric chamber, and like, you know, start a game with that kind of energy. It would lure people in better. I don't know. Better than how I felt like Myst 4 lured people in. I'm defending Riven as pretty genius storytelling. Oof. I'll play through this and we'll see, man. I'm not sure what part of this game you think lacks foreshadowing. Well, in the remake, it's doing a lot better. Okay. Where do we stop? Results from unexpected. Oh, that one. 8773. I must act while I have the time. The signs are as yet barely visible, but there is no question that the island's deterioration is accelerating. Total collapse is imminent unless I can keep ahead of it, and that is becoming increasingly difficult to do. 8775. With every passing moment, I gain a clearer picture of the incredible chaos that my father's shortcuts have yielded. But it's a dismaying process. The complexity of the problem is overwhelming. There is no good end to this. The last few days have convinced me that the collapse of Riven is inevitable, and that, at best, I can only strive to delay it in the hope that at some point the island will become stable enough to risk a rescue attempt. 8777. I think I've come up with a way to subdue the tremors. Sorry, tremors. That word came out of my mouth funny. It will require my exclusive attention for at least a month or two, so it may be necessary to discontinue these journal entries for a while. And he did so for 6 days. 877713. Something truly miraculous has happened, beyond all conceivable probability. Someone has found my lost Myst linking book and freed me from this prison. I immediately realized that this was a sucker. That this could be the solution to my dilemma, and I believe my mysterious benefactor is willing to assist me. The logistics of such a scheme are formidable, but the fact that it may now be possible for me to continue my repairs to Riven, while also proceeding with my original intent to find Catherine, has renewed my hopes. This journal's text is pretty similar to the 97 analog. Are the brackets really that big of a game changer? Maybe I just forgot that this was all in there. I don't remember this text, so could be hindsight. I am now officially doing something that I never did in any of these Myst playthroughs so far, which is I am seeing this with knowledge of the game already. So if I read this before, I had no idea what I was reading, and how much of this stuck or how much of this analoged in my head to something I'd see later is pretty up in the air. Definitely hold me accountable, though, if you feel like I am being unfair in an analysis. But I didn't read this knowing anything about the game. And that could have been my bad that I didn't hold on to this knowledge well enough. Good call out, D. I was about to mention that. Yeah. It's definitely referring to things that I know this time. And maybe that's the problem with lore dumps. Maybe that's why this isn't a good way to start games, is it doesn't stick. So by the time you engage with the content, you're like, oh, it would be nice if I had ever learned about that before in the past, when, obviously, if it's in here, you did. 87-716. The last few days have left me little time to work out the remaining problems with sending someone else to Riven. It did occur to me, however, that if a way could be found to signal me once my a-Gehn had been captured, it would no longer be necessary to take a real linking book to Riven, and thereby risk the possibility of inadvertently freezing him. The deteriorated state of the gateway image would seem to make the use of a visual signal impossible, yet the picture remains a reliable indicator of Riven's condition nonetheless. By measuring and interpreting variations in noise patterns, I'm still able to observe basic changes that occur in the age, even though I cannot see them. The problem is that my instruments can only detect changes that occur at a fundamental level, and it seems unlikely that an individual would be able to affect such an elementary change from within an age. The idea may be foolish. Still, there is a known weakness that may be worth investigating, an unstable anomaly that appears as a rift between two separate realms, the Star Fissure. But how this feature may be exploited, I cannot say. Sending someone to Riven also means that once signaled, I will have to leave my writing in order to take a real linking book there myself. Provided my father is safely out of the way, this should take little time. Assuming the island does not incur any serious damage during my absence, I should then be able to return to Kavir and hold it together long enough for Catherine to evacuate the remaining islanders. Predetermining a specific signal may simply be impossible, but I'm afraid there can only be one answer to the question of whether or not I should send my friend to Riven with a way out. The potential for success will be greatly increased, and the possibility of disaster greatly diminished if the prison book is all that is taken there. My father is no doubt expecting me to bring a linking book to Riven. May he not be disappointed. That's the end. Lord, I'm done. Okay, good. What the fuck is that? Hello? Hello? Somebody is taking the tram. Somebody is in that tram. Okay. That's a thing that happened. Well, hi. Well, alright then. This is, oh, Cho? Question mark. Discover the fate of Gen's man. Oh. Is he not... Wait, is he down there? That's Cho. I guess. Why is his name Cho? And why is he in a, what's the word I'm looking for? An achievement. Hi. Hi, buddy. I hope he wakes up okay. Or do they intend to, like, do stuff with him later? Maybe it was the guy that darted the other dude. Could have been. Yeah, could have been one of the supposed good guys. You know, seeing this place in higher quality, this does not look inviting. This looks like a very tenuous, like barely capable of sustaining life sort of play. What was that? What is that over there? It's like misty in the water. I'm sure it's fine. We call him Cho because it's the first word we hear him speak. Oh, clever. I see, I see. Press the escape button on your keyboard to open the menu. Let's do it. Then what? Save. Let's save. New save. Can we name these saves? Literally no. Okay. Well, there goes one bit of fun that we love to do on stream. What is going on there? It's like a weird rift in the water. That's super sketch. Why? Why is there like a big gaping eye, like a closed eye? Man, as much as I whine about the updates, I do like the water though, right? That is pretty watered. You can only have like 10 saves. Ew. It's 2024. Why would they do that? Hi. All right. Ooh. You could see through these into the... You can see the spinning thing over there. They do so... This is the foreshadowing I'm talking about. Press X to take a picture. You could take pictures at any time. I'm not gonna take a picture of this. This is big. Big changes. Look at how much I can see. I can see down there. Very far. And you can see through these and know that there's spaces there. They do so the foreshadowing with the book. Yeah, okay, I might have misremembered. But oh, and you can actually read, if you could read the language, you could actually read these now. They're not like total scribbles with absolute garbage handwriting. This is the foreshadowing I'm talking about. They're doing such a good job showing there. Look at that. You can look down there. You can see visual foreshadowing of where you're supposed to go and what comes up in your near future. This room was otherwise very cryptic. Why is it important to see a spinning dome right now? You'll be seeing plenty of them. To know that there was one there. And to just understand when you see the first spinning globe, it's new to you. When you see it in this game, it's not. You've seen this one in 2 different places. We can see it at 2 different angles already. It's showing a lot more ahead of time so that our familiarity with stuff is more present. The game isn't constantly showing you new, disconnected shit all the time. It's giving you more of context to the world build. Okay, why can I not see myself? I can see the pillars behind me reflected in this beetle, but not me. Am I a vampire? Having those be windows instead of the pinholes they used to be is to make them usable in VR. Oh, cool. Young me, who had to figure all this out on her own, is so mad at how it's all just given to you now. It's still confusing. Like, you can still look in these areas and say, I want to get in there. How do you do that? But when I first came into this chamber, I didn't think there were other chambers connecting at like every angle. Just like in Sphere, it chooses what to reflect. Maybe. Hi. Oh my. It's bigger on the inside. So this art looks familiar. Let's take a look at all of them. Maybe there's an achievement for looking at all of the art. Hi, Gen. Oh my. Gen, right into the Starry Expense just expanse just like that? Why you gotta do a guy like that? Oh my, yeah, that looks pretty scurry. Exactly, you didn't know there's anything there. You had to explore and make the connections on your own. But when you did make the connections, it also kind of felt like out of nowhere. Now it feels like you are discovering later on what you could see but not engage with earlier on. Well, that one's the nicest one on there. The happiest of the gens. I would argue this one's slightly less happy, but probably very happy he's getting worshipped. That said, this is way less frustrating this way. That too. Like in the 90s, would you pay whatever money you had to for this game and sit through it because damn it, you paid that money, and damn it, this is supposed to be a good game by good game makers, so you're gonna force your way through it no matter what. You will. 2024, I don't think the market is that way. You want to give people some encouragement and a continuing story along the way. You want to give them some breadcrumbing. Don't give away the puzzles, but get rid of the cryptic, constantly searching an empty single-player world for hours, looking at different angles of the same screens a million times over to try to figure out what it is that you haven't clicked or touched. There's more of them. There's another one over there. So taking that stuff out and putting in a more cohesive story from beginning to end feels like a win to me so far. If we're talking about foreshadowing, keep in mind that these 5 images were the art on the CD sleeves. Oh. The game began before even turning the computer on. I see, I see. Well, you can also see the globe from here. Nice. And these are new, I think. All these big rifts in the water. I'm curious, that's for sure. They all feel like they're spitting some sort of steam. The game ethos has changed entirely since then. Yeah, and so a remake should be somewhat true to its original content, while still understanding that the world moves and changes, and game design moves and changes. I kind of miss the packaging and art book parts of games from then. You can still get a lot of that, but sometimes you have to pay for deluxe now, which kind of sucks. Lots of games had super cool box art. I agree. These are cool. Those little spiky plants. All right. Well, we know how to get in here right out of the gate, right? We just duck. Just duck. Just duck. Maybe not. Hello? You are locked. As you were before. Oh, this is up here now? I thought it was down there last time. Oh, look. Actually, there's a missing part of the hinge down there. Maybe if we just lift this hinge. Also, can we take this dagger? Come on. I could really use this against Gen. So you can grab it, but Mistman is not very strong. Duck, duck, goose. Yeah, we're not ducking this one. I think we pull this up. Can we take that with us? Oh, come on. We could use that as a small weapon. And then push this open this way. A new solution. Would you look at that? They changed a little bit of the puzzle making, so we can't address anything the same as we did before. Interesting. Hi. Hello. Didn't this room used to have a button? Who's got the button? Why is this red here? I could have sworn you could manipulate stuff from over here. Maybe not. This is a little bit scary. Watch your step. Well, it's unlocked. I don't think we want to go over there just yet. Or do we? What if we went over there so early? Very early in the game. What would happen? You do your spin. I'm gonna come over here. You can run! You can run, you can run, you can run! Oh, bollocks. That's not it. I should have waited. I should have waited and stared through the peephole to make sure I was doing it right so I could get access over there. Nothing but waste level interactables. Oh, because of the VR. Got it, got it, got it. I assume that this puzzle would need to change accordingly. Thank you for the Tangulu suggestion on the cheesecake stuffed strawberries. I'm going to try that on a batch for myself next week and see how it goes. Nice. This particular room was always the one without a button. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. This is so much prettier. This is crazy pretty comparatively. Is this room open? It's really hard to see if we're affecting this room correctly. Oh, we are. Cool. And then, oof. Okay, but that doesn't help. And it won't help because then this next turn is going to move that there and that there. No, actually it will help. One more turn, right? Oh, I'm so glad you can run. Thank the maker. Or, I don't know. The other thing is, though, that this game used to have zip travel, didn't it? And zip was really nice. Oh, you can get here already, but everything's gated up until at some point in the future. Got it. Got it. I remember vaguely. So pretty. That too. What a beautiful glistening globe. Although that does mean the sun pretty much has to stay in one place, doesn't it? This game doesn't look like it has any day-night cycling like real Myst does. Oh, I didn't expect this to do a little curve over here. Okay. Hello. Stairs too. Oh, hi. Ow, that's bright. Oh. This is a very different stone. Where does this stone come from? It's super dark gray, but there isn't a stone like this. Oh, wait, hello? Isn't there supposed to be another, like, side room? Or they take it out? They took it out because it didn't do anything. It served nothing but exposition, which they could probably do in a different way. Maybe this room itself has the hidden exposition. Interesting choice. This is a little bit loud. Indeed, no day-night. No day-night in this game. Is the volume loud for anybody else? Is it just loud in my own ears? I'll adjust it on my side. If not, volume's good. Oh, okay. Let me see what I can do. Because if it's good for you but not for me, oh, I know what I can do. I think. Let's see. Hopefully this works out. Why is my cursor trapped? Oh, it's like way over on the wrong side. That's why. It is a teensy bit high. Okay. I'll do a little bit of both then. I'll do some volume control in game. That's still pretty sizable. And then we'll do volume mixer. It's not painful, but there's room to drop it. Okay, cool. If I drop this here, I hope it doesn't affect too much on your guys' end. I can definitely hear myself think a lot better. Maybe even a little bit lower. A lot better now. Did it? It's still pretty good level on your guys' end, right? Okay, let's take a look. Cool fish statues. They're definitely more interesting here. Although they look a lot less like fish, so you'd look at this and I wouldn't immediately map fish, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure what I'd be looking at. Like, those do look like teeth. Maybe with enough inspection, but like the arms are kind of confusing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say fish. Quiet Herb still there? Okay, cool. And can we go up into this thing now, or nah? Maybe nah. Okay. Well, interesting. Expected to see that side room and didn't. Well, I forget how to open this door. Do we need to close this one first? Oh, there's no closing that door. Okay. We need to figure out something else. Does it involve the fish? Hello? Something's fishy. I like their little star medallions. Can I drink whatever this is, please? You can really get back here in this corner. Hide and pop out at somebody. Maybe we could just take a-Gehn out this way. We sit back here until he comes. He's older anyway. I just like stomp him. Check out all the different lantern styles as you go through too. Oh yeah, of course. Good point. Just for shickles. Elder abuse? Excuse me, who's abusing who here? Gen's the one all trying to like do something with me. Okay, is there really no other room off to the edge here? I feel like having played first Riven is making me look for things that aren't necessarily there. But I'm like, where is that other room then? Where does he broadcast from? And can we walk up this very subtle curb here or no? I'm guessing no. There's no walking up the curb. Start a magazine about lantern. Just about Myst franchise lantern decor. Okay, so got an interesting room here, but it also feels very dead-endy right now. They're all bowing to a-Gehn. Can we also bow to a-Gehn? Maybe the penitent man will pass. Okay, well, is decisively dead-endy in here, so let's head back. It's not like a button hidden over, is there? Okay. Yeah, that door is perma open now. All right. You've only just begun to notice all the changes. Oh, I'm sure it gets deeper from here. All right. There's nothing doing here. Everywhere else has blocked paths. Well, that's not true. There's one that we might be able to get to without this one, and then this goes across to another room over there. Maybe that room has the way out and through. Right? Yes. Yes. And another button. And whatever this thing is. Can we flip the switch? What does that do? It opened this gate. You can already get through to here? Holy cow. That was fast. That was fast. There's zooming? You can zoom? I accidentally pressed this button. Oh, whoops, that screenshot. Well, I took 2 of those. You can just zoom in on stuff. That's the Z button. Neat. So we can see far away things a little bit better. We can already mess with the Steam game. There's Steam coming up there from whatever this is, and we're going to divert it back to the beginning already? Shit, let's go. It's closing, which means it's also... You can also hear it. You don't have to guess what's happening. You can... The mechanics make so much more sense already. Okay, so we have a couple options now. Go back to the beginning and look at the Steam, which is what I want to do. But also, we can get through to this other side, like, immediately. We'll go back to that. First off, Steam! Hi, Steam. Everything's all doing its thing. Okay. So, how do we do the thing? Hi, buddy. Oh my. Oh my. This is awful. It's so many numbers. A 10-digit number. Okay, well, we're not gonna mess with that just yet. You're doing a lot of celebrating of a fairly minimal amount of change. Hey, I'm just happy I'm not stuck yet, because in very short time in this game, I was calling Oz to phone a friend. So, yeah. All right, what's this do? Does this still not work yet? Okay, well, you're still just the expanse. Okay. I guess you have to get the numbers in, and then this thing unlocks, and then you can move this thing. So they give you the feeling like you can come back here anytime. Just go get those numbers. Go get those numbers right now. But then you probably have to play like the entire fucking game to get those numbers. But it does give you a sense of, you know, don't forget about this place. You just powered it. Now it's time to figure out why you just did that. All right, so this leads to there. We're going to need to press it, what? 1, 2, 3 more times? Is there any skipping cutscenes? Damn, that just goes to that. F buttons? Tilde? Anything? There's no skipping the cut. There's no skipping the animations. That was a highlight of Riven 1. Once we figured that out, most of the game's animations were skippable. Because they're fun the first time, and then they're not fun. I wonder what the speedrun is for the remake. There's got to be one by now, I'm sure. Somebody out there who does speedruns. This is really pretty. You can see all the stars up there reflected in the floor. Very nice. Well, so, okay, and we can also flip here. Is there another one of these? Which gate does this do? That gate already? Shit. We're blasting through this game. We're gonna finish it in nothing flat. Just kidding. I've got a feeling they've rerouted everything in the game if we're already at these areas now. It definitely makes you feel like you were set on this island for a reason, because you're gonna do stuff on this island. Look at that. Can we zoom? Where's our zoom button? What's going on there? Is that the church? Yeah, I think it is. Whoa. Look at how much these jiggle with each other. It's a very jiggly place. The control panel is my first criticism of the remake. The randomization of the Dunny numerical characters both detracts from the schoolhouse puzzle and is anachronistic, since everyone knows how to count to 10 in Dunny. Anachronistic. What do you mean everyone knows how to count to 10 in Dunny? But it doesn't, it definitely doesn't, isn't the best way to show the numbers at first. I like that the first way you see the numbers is in the schoolhouse. And the fact that they're shown there in kind of a very epic puzzle form. I feel like it's for Myst players who have played this game before. And anybody else looking at that, it's just like, well, what the fuck is all this? Why am I being shown this? Who doesn't? I don't know how to count to 10 in Dunny. And I've played so many of these games back to back to back. I mean, just 2024, my brain is like swimming with Myst stuff. But I don't have their counting system memorized. Not at all. And even then, I don't know if I call that anachronistic, because you're looking at numbers, but you don't know what numbers to put down. It'd be anachronistic if you knew the numbers that belonged there ahead of time, and then they give you the puzzle, right? I don't know. I'm not sure what would be an anachronism there. Okay, so it's doing its thing. It never turns gold. Isn't that interesting? Did we do it right? How on earth did we pick the right thing? I just picked open eyeball. Are they all just open eyeball? There's no gold. There's no gold eye to be able to tell. And yet, somehow. Also, what is that? Is that a small window? Ooh, there's Dunny words like all the way across there. I am not the streamer. I love linguistics, but I am not the streamer who's going to pull up the Dunny alphabet and translate all of this on stream. That's something you all can look up on Reddit. Somebody's already done that, I'm sure. That's not for me. The player isn't relevant to the anachronism. Okay, so the game specifically emphasizes that children learn how to count to 10. The game emphasizes that children learn how to count to 10. I thought the game only taught you how to count to, like, maybe I stopped early, but I only remember learning the numbers like 1 through 7 with the puzzle, or maybe even just 1 through 5. But if kids know how to do that, and they're Dunny kids, but Myst dude is not Dunny, and the kids, if they found these 10 Dunny numbers, they wouldn't know what 10 Dunny numbers go there, right? I mean, they could try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but that would be a really shitty puzzle. That would be like setting your password to the word password. These are really cool, whatever they're supposed to be. Just the world tearing itself apart, perhaps. We can see the other islands a lot better, I feel. And whatever that was, looks broken. Okay, will this open for me? Oh my, we're going in. Whoa, I didn't ask for this. What on earth is happening? Hello? We're spinning. I have no idea. I'm stuck, actually. I can't move. I was able to move, and now I'm frozen. Oh, there we go. Oof. Let me move again. Is it stopping again? This is opened. Okay, so now the outside is spinning, but I can go... What the fuck? The fuck? What is this? Are we in the expanse? Dipped in black. Enter the starry expanse. Okay, so the chibi tells us where we are. What is this floating dude down there? Is that Peter Gabriel? Oh my god. Do we get to meet Peter Gabriel in this game? This change made me grumble a lot, not for any particular reason other than it's a huge departure. This is a pretty huge departure right here. Everyone in this society knows how to count to 10 in Dunny, with the possible exception of Moiety, who refused to learn on principle, but could learn if they wanted to. The randomization creates nothing but in-world inconvenience. Randomization? What do you mean? Do you mean that because he created a 10-digit passcode with a number system that eventually somebody would solve it? So it's inconvenient, but it's not a proper lock? Is that it? I was trying to understand. There's a lot bigger departures than that. Than this? Than this? This is a big damn departure. We are in the expanse. And it looks like we're in one globe and there's another globe over there. So they all must touch the expanse. Oh, there's another one. They're all doing these weird Escher stair steps into nothingness. And then Peter Gabriel's just floating here, maybe. I mean, you tell me, or the fuck is... He's coming this way. Can we touch him? Oh, hang on. That's not... You're not what I want to interact with. No, no, no! I want to talk to Peter. I actually knew someone who used the password with a reasoning that was so well known to be bad that nobody would guess it. That was an exhausting conversation. Yeah, the problem with that is it's in a lot of ciphers, unfortunately. So just when you think nobody would use it to try to hack you, it turns out it's one of the first things people would try just to strike it off their list. It takes very little time for them to try, and just, you know, you always start with simple and then you work your way to complex, because that just makes sense. That's the way human brains work, so that's the way hackers work. They will try password. Maybe you didn't notice, but the physical dials on the interface are randomized. The dials? Like the up and down buttons? I did not notice that they were random. Now we're David Bowie walking on Escher steps. We are. I love the reference too. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I know people have said things that are problematic about the Jareth-Sarah relationship in modern times. I think they're full of shit. I think they're off. I still don't see the problems with the 10-digit passcode in Dunny. We have shorter passcodes in our world. Yeah, we usually do, what, 8? Well, yeah. I'd say most people have a minimum of 8. Also, at this point in the game, I also considered Peter Gabriel to be a leading candidate for our floating friend here. Why not? Why not? He's doing a cameo. Why wouldn't Dream exist in the Starry Expanse? That just makes sense to me. Okay. What have we got going here? Golf balls. Oh, this is like that lottery thing where they have like a spokesmodel pull a crank and then one of the balls drops and then they're like, and the next number is 15. All right, so if your card matches this, can we do anything with anything here? Hello? So they're like grippies. There. Okay. Oh, we are doing this. We're playing lottery. Wait, what does this hand do? Some of these hand things, like whatever this finger is here, this is like a beckon backwards hand, right? So I have no idea what that exists there for. When in real life have you ever seen a console like that? Oh, are you saying the console is anachronistic to this area? Like it's too much password like in a world where the dunny wouldn't engage with stuff that's like passwords. They shouldn't deal with passwordy things. Oh. Why would this happen? Why would you crank it out and then crank it back in again to get a ball? I figured that would just close this interface. Well, we've got a ball. Let's have a ball. Okay, do we crank it again? Just keep cranking the same lever over and over? That's a little simplistic, but whatever. And then we push the only thing we can push, which is this button. Are we trying to hit Peter Gabriel with golf balls? Or ping pong balls or whatever? Just like beer pong, but the red solo cup is Peter Gabriel. Come here, Peter Gabriel. And oh, he's flying the wrong way. Well, we'll just shoot it. Shoot! Peace. Peace. Where is it going? Womp womp. I don't want it to just go womp womp. Alright, well, whatever. Keep your secrets. That's the turnaround finger. Oh, but I didn't turn around when I clicked it. Can we pull this back? So once it's loaded, it's loaded. Okay. Well, we got to figure out something else to do with it. It was used in the original UI? I don't remember ever seeing that one. You mean a lock with a bunch of digits, like a combination lock? That's what it looks like to me. It would have been anachronistic anywhere, regardless of the numerical system that the culture uses, because it's so dumb. So it might be like a, well, I don't know if a 10-digit number using a decimal system is a bad system for primitive people. One, they probably wouldn't even know how to use all the Steamworks to get it powered. And two, if they did, like would somebody be able to sit there for that long and just keep using it until they, how long would it take to solve a 10-digit number? That's a good question. How long would that take? If it takes a short amount of time, maybe it's dumb. But I don't understand anachronistic anywhere. Anachronistic means it doesn't match the time era, but they have 10-digit numbers, so it does match the time era. They have steampunk technology all over the island that a-Gehn uses, so that matches the time era of his technology that he's introduced on the island. So where's the anachronism? An anachronism would mean it is something that is way far in the future that gets put somewhere way in the past where it doesn't make sense that it's there. But numbers to make a lock and steampunk do make sense here, right? Why would anyone want to fling golf balls at Peter Gabriel? To win at Starry Expanse Pong, my dude. Turnaround can also be get me out of the thing I'm in. Oh, okay. I will try to map that. Depends on how fast you can enter codes. That's a good point. That's a good point. All a lock needs to do is delay long enough for the thief to be noticed. True, if there's somebody manning this area, I don't know how a-Gehn runs his peoples. But if he's running them in such a way that there's always somebody kind of around the golden globe, then that's a long enough delay. And they don't have to leave that person alive, right? If somebody starts trying the code and they get through like 70 possibilities and it's like, oh shit, they really narrowed it down, you just kill that person, and then the next person coming has no knowledge of what combinations have been tried, I would think. I've never seen a bike lock like that. Every bike lock I've ever seen has a series of dials that start with 0 and then physically sequence 1 through 9 with the 9 touching the 0 on the other end. Is this one different? Do they not? Does it not? I didn't play around with it long enough to see if it like rotates so that when you reach the high number, it loops back around to the low number again. I didn't mess with it. I don't mind if you guys tell me that. I don't think that's spoilery. I just didn't sit at that puzzle long enough to play with the dials because I knew I didn't know the number. What does that do? Oh, is this thing moving? Hi. Whoa. Hi, buddy. Hi, Peter. Where are you going? Well, it looks like if only Myst Man could jump like we were playing Uru, then we could make this leap. But apparently we can't. Does this extend us out? Oh, yeah. Okay, so these are moving, but I don't move while they're moving underneath me. That's interesting. Maybe I hold the rails with my arms while the bridge is extending so that my feet don't touch. I see no problem with this. It has 1 to 10. Yeah, I mean, if it has 0 through 9 or 1 to 10, that's just a cultural decision, right? Space is about to get weird. Oh, it's already weird. Hi. Hi, peculiarly round stone that I can't do ASMR on. I'm now addicted to tapping things. Thanks, Myst 4, for that addiction. I want to touch all the other places. I want to get to all the other orbs. So it's got rollers, so this thing can spin, which that's weird. And then it has what look like power coils, so maybe this thing generates power. That's what I'm thinking. See, and it looks like, and I hope it does do this, that the mechanics in this game make fucking sense. There's a little guy here too. It also spins and has coils around it. Neat. And this one has markings too. Hemispherical markings. Maybe they power different things. Does they have different icons? There's you can kind of see some of them. There's a closed slit eye. Or I don't know if it's closed. A slit eye. There's a half open eye there. So if we can rotate the orientation of this ball. Oh, would you look at that? It actually travels you around places. Is this my fast travel? That comes back to that again. Hi. So if we get there, boop. Like right there. Can we move you? Can we vector you in some way? When someone scrambles data, it's not for fun. The reason is to confuse someone else. I wouldn't say confuse. The main reason we scramble is to hide, right? That's almost exclusively our thought process. Okay, can this other thing move? Oh, hi. You also rotate this way. Oh my. This is gonna get real weird real fast. Alright, come back around. We're on a whole new plane. Is there anything on this plane? There is! Are we upside down from it? We are! We're gonna have to flip this around, aren't we? Oh my, this is fun. This is a fun area. Kind of like right around there. Okay. Let me guess though. So you get to play around with this, but you can't actually extend because all of the bridge extenders are all on the far sides. So being in here will eventually connect you to everything. This is the fast travel. This is actually the slowest fast travel in a Myst game though. Like this is cute right now, right in this moment. I think this is a fun idea. Ask me again at the end of the game if I like this. Because I have a hunch I will not. I have a hunch this will get real annoying real fast. I think Everett's complains that it's silly to not have the digits go in order. Oh, do they not go in order? Again, I did not flip through the tumblers. I have no idea. This is very wild. This is very wild. Okay. Oh, we need to do like this first. What's going on, Jelly Duck? I love the name. Since everybody in world knows the number sequence, out of order would be illogical and unnecessary. Oh, if it was that, I could see that being like a stupid, like why would they do that? Not in order. There's an up and down button on every digit. Is there? Well, yeah, there is, but does that which one's the extended one? I can't see to see if this one's it. Can we take a look? Yeah, that one's the one. And we want it upright, so we want it like that. I'll ask the question another way. If someone in our world were to make dials like that, what would be the reason to make a lock? Thank you. To lock the device. Good to see you too. Welcome on in. Okay. Looks like we're lined up. To rotate an anachronistic dial. So this game has chains, steam, power coils, and what else is in this game? There's like a hot water heater later on, if that's still in the game. So is it that tumbler locks are really, really new technology compared to all that other stuff? I don't actually know. Off the top of my head, I have no concept of how old. Oh, and there's also like what do you call this? Lighthouse glass there. So there's a lot of significant technological advances here. Do tumbler locks, like, are they extremely new in comparison to all of those sort of things? It's like all of those feel very steampunk, but the tumbler lock system feels excruciatingly new in comparison. Like close to computers or something like that. How would it help lock the device? Because nobody knows the combination. What do you think the term anachronistic means? Because I think it means out of appropriate time period. That is exactly what anachronistic means. Not in the time period it should be. Like watching a dinosaur walk down the streets of Manhattan would be anachronistic. Okay, bye. Why does it start back up again? Do I have to do the clicky every time to open it again? Why doesn't it stay closed? That's annoying. I feel like there's a lot of work to get through the teleports then. There must be a better way. Fresnel lenses, is that the term for the lighthouse, like glass, like concentric ring things? Also, hi, John. How are we doing? Did I pronounce your name right? I don't know very much about lighthouse technology off the top of my head. Okay, so we want to get from here to... This does a skip of 1. And we need to get from here to this one, so we can't do it from there. We have to do it from this area. So that's cool. That's a cool unlock. And now this area is fast travelable back from the other domes. That might be important. Maybe they make it so you have to travel from island back to island to unlock different puzzles. Man, if they changed the game so that you're not just solving puzzles on one island, but you're sort of traveling between the islands solving meta puzzles, that'd be kind of a cool change. It would be a lot. It'd make it harder, but that'd be cool. I thought anachronistic meant foreign and inappropriate in a particular context. Foreign only in that, I mean, chronos is time, so chronistic means related to time. Ana means without, so, you know, you're like outside of the time frame for something that's supposed to be, you know, used. Like, you know, you're watching Knight's Tale or something, and they're medieval and they're wearing suits of armor, and then one goes, "Oh, hang on, let me Google that term," and pulls out a laptop. It would be anachronistic. Wouldn't make any sense. Yeah. Okay, so this is cool that we're already here. Monument to Hubris. Enter the Great Gold Dome. Would you look at that? You can actually see up above. You're walking on, which is kind of scary, a completely holy bridge. Literally holes. Hopefully nobody here has that phobia related to holes. It's cool, though, to me. It has sort of like a Middle Eastern art vibe to it that I really like. For this world, it works, you know? Okay, so I feel like there's a lot more going on in this room than in Riven 1, or in first Riven. Coffee cups in Game of Thrones, right? When they had the Starbucks showing in the shot. Not cool. And the mechanics of a lock like that is very possible because it is no more mechanically advanced than a bike lock. Yeah. I mean, bike locks and steampunk match up in my brain, but I could see that they don't necessarily. Are we supposed to see our lottery balls pop up here or something? Well, there's a book here. That makes me nervous. Anaheim is all out of Heim. Wait, are you in Anaheim? I know a lot of people in Anaheim. Not that I know you necessarily, but hello. Okay. Well, it looks like there's something we can go into. This makes me nervous. So what we're going to do is hit a save. The gold paint on the dome exterior looks really nice. It does. It reflects in a really nice way. Just save over this. Nothing crazy has happened. I'm going to take a quick AFK, and then we're going to pop into this book. So give me just a moment here. BRBZs. Nope.
Let me go talk to her. I still see love in the future for you two crazy kids.
Okay.
And back to the bongos. He's so excited about his drums. Yeah, Morgan. Check for weapons. All right, let's try this again.
Hello.
What is it?
Interrogate.
I need you to go on another recon mission.
Who this time?
well, Noogie again. I just don't think our information is...
Who is this guy?
It sucks.
So I think she was into me, butthead.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
It's a
Big
literal
fuck you,
Beavis and
Beavis.
Butthead role
Come
playing. Hello, pleased to make your acquaintance, gentlemen.
Go inside.
This wagon rules.
Oh my god.
Whoa! I'm in
This
the
is
cockpit.
awesome. You said cock.
Fuck.
Whoa!
This rules.
I had no idea anybody would ever try this in the game. Where is he going?
I'm not quite sure.
Just do it.
Shoot her right in the...
Take the shot.
Right in the tit.
Take it. I want you to do it. I shoot you right in the left tit.
There, do it.
Oh,
He ducked. He ducked.
You duck? It's still coming out of your mouth.
What?
Man, that was one of my first one of my first clips of all time. I don't think anyone has actually pointed to an example and equivalent device existing in our world. Wait, the bike lock? You mean the bike lock looking puzzle? Out of place would be all I could think of, but I don't think it is that out of place considering we are dealing with technical knowledge that is informed by dunny culture. They also, didn't they have a like a 4-number sequence lock on all of the mini gold domes that you had to put in? So there was a bike lock on every single tiny dome in the original. I don't think technical knowledge has bearing on this unless we're considering the ability to count to 10 in a particular numeric system as technical knowledge. Well, the technical knowledge isn't that the people here didn't necessarily make that lock, right? That could have been a-Gehn, and he's his own, special snowflake of technical knowledge compared to everybody else. Just like Atris, just like the Suns, like they all have crazy amounts of extra science and learning underneath their belt, right? Not out of place, just a weird construction choice to have numbers in random order. Are they? Was that the claim? I mean, was that the part that's crazy about it? Is that as you flip up and down on the tumblers, that it's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but they're randomized? If that's the case, that would annoy me too. That seems kind of dumb and weird. If that's how it is, I didn't check. You and Parker are claiming that such bike locks exist. Do you have a picture? I've never seen one. I had one when I was a kid, or like a early teen. The kind of lock that's just like a string of numbers, and they have tumblers that you rotate up and down for setting the numbers. And then if you get all the numbers in a certain order, it unlocks. Yeah. Or they put that type of lock on luggage too. You flip up and down for the numbers, and when they're all in the right order, it unlocks. Technical knowledge meaning the manufacturer of the lock. Yeah, definitely a a-Gehn thing, right? I wouldn't consider the other people on this island, on these islands, capable of that, but he would. D and Parker talking about making a lock. Everett is talking about the organization of the numbers. Are you certain? I haven't seen Everett make this claim, so I just want, in Everett's words, to come out as, and that is the part that he's complaining about. Not that that didn't happen. I see that he says they were random in my version. Is that the part that's dumb to you? Because if so, I 100% agree. Nobody, no sane person would make a tumbler that you rotate through numbers and those numbers aren't in sequence, because that would just be stupid for stupidity's sake. The top buttons increase the number value and the bottom buttons decrease. Interesting. We'll go back. We'll go back and take a look. But first, I'm going to touch this book. Because we just saved, so I don't see why not. Oh, for real? I super thought we could touch the book. It's animating something. Okay, maybe it's that it's not like powered enough. Once we get all the power conduits doing a thing, then we will see this light up in some way. Yeah, okay. Well, until later, I suppose. All we've been talking about is the randomization of the numbers on the dial tumbler itself. I had no idea. I had no idea. Thank you, Tara, for translating. I thought the anachronism was the usage of a lock with tumblers. I was like, no, I don't see a problem with that. Parker, I think Everett's saying as you flip up and down, you don't, the numbers aren't in a sequence. So this just gives you an idea of looking out from outside. I suppose we could remember, shit, you know what? If these look at the actual domes, then I want screenshots of these images. Wait, what's my screenshot button? There. A screenshot of each one of these insignias. Looking out over the area that it's engaged in. Whoops. Do it one more time. There we go. Just to make sure I got it right, because I did like zoom and screenshot at the same time. Slit is looking out over the crater island. Done. I sometimes have to look down at my keyboard because I don't know where the X key is. X for me is where all of you look at the B key. Oh, this one looks like it's not looking at anything. Well, whatever. Just taking pictures to take pictures then. That's all you've been talking about. They've been talking about the physical possibility of creating a lock. Yes. Because the wheel is in number order, or so Parker says. And then this one. I don't know that we have to take a picture of this. We'll take a picture of it just for shiggles. Because we have the rest. We might as well have them all in a series somewhere. And then we'll next check downstairs. Or actually, let's go back. Let's go back and just verify on that machine how the numbers look. You're all, you all have to know. Don't. Well, you can say. I don't know what dining numbers look like, so you're all gonna have to look at this and confirm with me whether or not they go through sequence properly. We'll scale upwards, right? Do these look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? They kind of look like they go in order for me. Oh, I just realized it's occluded by chat for you guys. Let's pick one where you guys can see it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, back to 1. Is that right? 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems familiar. 8, 9, 10. Maybe? Those are in order? Okay. Maybe the Tumblr organization in this one is different instead. Maybe. It's because you're using Silly Dvorak. Oh, I don't know where X is? Yeah. I look down at my keys and I can see it. If you used a normal keyboard, you wouldn't have that problem. I have so many other problems with QWERTY. I'm going to make a YouTube video about it, I promise. Hard to see behind chat, but they look sequential. Yeah, I moved. I swear I played a different version. Maybe. Maybe it randomizes sometimes? That seems weird. Why only sometimes? Maybe they knew that Everett was playing and they're like, you know what? This guy in particular.
What's wrong, Doug?
Thank you for the self-care.
Not a thing.
Welcome, Stuart.
I'm right as the mail.
Having the sounds of the ocean. I think that's the ocean that we're hearing. Maybe the rift. Having those like rushing sounds nearby, that's nice. You can start another playthrough and see what happens. Yeah, you can. My criticism is even bigger. The game has replaced my favorite puzzle of all time, the schoolhouse puzzle, with the act of looking at a dial. I mean, if you look at that dial, you don't necessarily know that those are numbers. I'll say that right out. There's no mapping of the flipping up and down of those tumblers to numbers in even the regular Myst player's head, assuming that they've never played Riven before and this is their first time playing Riven is this game. There are plenty of games where the tumblers involved in a combination lock for a puzzle. I can think of one in Haven that's like this. You flip through the tumblers and it doesn't map to anything. They're not numbers. They're not alphabet letters. They're just like symbols that are decided by a-Gehn's insane brain. How am I? I wish I had more time. I have a lot of gumption right now and I do not have time to accomplish everything that I want. I would kill to have lots and lots and lots of time right now. But the tiny is almost completely potty trained. She did have another accident today. Maybe deliberately, which sucks. If it was like, oh, I lost track of time because I was playing so much and so I just peed because I was having so much fun, that'd be one thing. I feel like she deliberately just stood in the corner and peed. Deliberately. I'm gonna check my game. I'll be back. Okay. You'll learn that those are numbers soon enough. Well, then the schoolhouse puzzle still stands. If they're in order, you don't need to spend much time with the Wark game, which is a little sad. If they're in order, you still don't know their numbers. Your cutie BFF is on? Wait, which cutie BFF? I have a lot of BFFs. It's just limit testing. I mean, you can write down all of those symbols. There's just no mapping of those symbols to what they actually mean. They're just a bunch of symbols. Oh, Wozart. Biwaz. Nice. He's never streaming. I wish he streamed more often. I still won't take him off of my recommended channels because, you know, besides Nico, he's like one of my besties. I actually met Nico through Woz in like some capacity. Oh, the tiny. I see what you mean. Yeah, I think she's just testing our limits, maybe. Maybe. Well, if you're in Woz's channel, say hi. And you know what? If you all have like another browser tab that you can devote... Fuck, I have to type this in QWERTY. Degenerate QWERTY. B Wozart. He streams art. He doesn't have a really good schedule, so he's almost never on. He's a great streamer. He taught me a number of things when I was first starting how to stream. He works for Big Tech. He's a really great artist. He's one of the best artists that I know. And I tried to hire him, but he's unhireable because he's too busy with other shit in his life, unfortunately. But this guy will also do one of these. Let's see what we get. We get a clip of starting soon screen? Dude, what the fuck? Why would somebody clip this? Why would he leave this up in his channel? Lame. BY says he misses you. Aww. I miss him too. I'd love to see his face in a clip. We'll try one more time. And then I'm not wasting time pulling up clips of Wotar just show his freaking splash screens. Yeah, it's pretty. There he is.
Activate it again.
This is the app.
Yeah, it's still at 48 on the
Procreate.
Yeah. On the interface.
Procreate on the iPad. It's a great app. It's what I've made all of my emoji on. So if you're a sub, then or somebody gifts you a sub, you have access to my emoji. All right, what the heck is down here? Oh, it's that room. Everything is here. It's just in different order. Oh, the room. Oh my. Doesn't this room look like those wire things you can put on somebody's head and then move it up and down? It's supposed to give you like the best scalp scritchings in the world. That's what it looks like to me, a scalp scritcher. Okay, what do we got over here? You can actually see in these now. So that's the bridge. The bridge we can get to. And then this one has two. This room. And the outside of this room. This is for big relaxing. This is for the big giant head from Third Rock from the Sun. Oh, that's fun. It does the open and close like Darth Vader's globe that he sits in. This looks like a next generation Cerebro, not gonna lie. Yes. The scalp scritcher did come to mind too. I believe Cerebro is a scalp scritcher too. Alright, let's... Oh, look at this! Look at how comfy this looks. It's padded. So if you're an old man like Gen, you've got a bony butt, you can sit here for a long time. You got your microphone there. Can we click on these from here? No. What does that do? Does it open the door? There's my door opener. Is that how the original game was? Man, I don't remember opening that door. It was so long ago. What does that one do? It raises a bridge. Why would we want to raise that bridge? That seems like a bad idea. Unless we raise that bridge for some other reason. Okay, hang tight. You stay down for now until we figure out a different way there, and then we'll figure out what that... We'll have to figure out what that does some other time. Also, I see what you did there. You said Cerebro, and then you said, come to mind. Alright, you probably didn't mean it that way. These buoys are interesting. Bubba buoy. And what is this? Coolant? I always thought it would be coolant, but there's no metal in it. So why is this full? Why have a reservoir? Also, I think I'm on permanent run now. I don't know how that happened. But now when I hold down shift, it makes me walk. I always enjoyed Professor X. Seriously powerful dude. Powerful and in alignment with his powers. You know? What if we went through this game backwards? The next thing is to pull down this bridge and go that way instead. And they're like, look, we've changed the game. You run through the... You know what that reminds me of, actually, if they do it this way? There's this game for the GameCube. It was a... Jesus. Wait, that one doesn't look like it's shifting around. Why does that one get to stay still? There's this racing game, but you raced in jet skis? I think it was for the GameCube. I think it was called Wave Racer. And you play through different difficulties. If you make it through easy, medium, and hard, the final difficulty is you have to play every track backwards. So you've memorized these tracks by the time you get through hard, because you got to play them again to get really, really good and memorize all the turns and everything. And now you have to do the same area. So your brain is trying really hard to map to what you know what level you're in. There should be a left turn coming up. Oh crap, it's not. It's the hairpin from near the end. Yeah. I think that this is a normal pool of water. The Rivenese even have a name for it that predates the dome. What? Wow. I guess I didn't know. What is going on there? That's a part of the game that's broken, right? There's just like a jut of pixels hanging out of the middle of the cliff right here. I thought it was a clue or something at first, and then I realized, nope, that's just a fan of broken pixels shooting out of the rock wall. In an otherwise very, very crisply made game that just stands out. Well, anyway, let's play with this. Everything else has been perfect. Even on ultra settings, it's been so smooth and pretty. And all the grit on the stone and everything. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no. No, the bridge. The whole bridge. Oh, shit. No. What a big fuck you to the fans. They're like, oh, great, I get to go to that island right now. Collateral damage caused the Boiler Island bridge to collapse. Cool. This is not the way we're traveling to that island. I guess we're just going to have to use the dome travel system now. Because fuck that bridge in particular. As you were. As you were, Steam Pipe. They did that just for the lulz. Just to fuck with you. I saw this happen in a playthrough I was watching, and my brain nearly shut down. Wow. Myst Man is asshole. Well, I don't suppose I'm going to jump down and swim. So, it's going to be another way. The only other thing we have access to right now, right this moment that we know for sure, is we did open the big golden door. So let's go check out the big golden door, shall we? Yeah, this is really cool. Even up close. That brick is fantastic. All of the mortar, the brick textures and everything, and it's all painted in this lovely gold, and the gold is reflective very, very nicely. That's a really great look. It looks like it even has different levels of reflectiveness. Like some of the paint is wearing at a different rate than other parts of the paint. It's so good. I know you're used to me complaining about games, but I also don't play very many new games on stream. All right. There it is. The open door. And we've got a little telescope up there. That's new. Can we still see our friend there? I can't tell. I think he's been moved. Or he got up. He woke up and he's no longer there. Alright. Well. It's fine. What can we see? Can we get up there? Myst man, come on. Look, it's right there. Just casually climb up. Just step up onto this rock. Myst man says no. Rush, hi and welcome. I hope somebody else has snacks for our snack god, because I am not snacky tonight. RPGs do have a knack for casting destructive protagonists. I mean, for Christ's sake, Link alone in any Zelda is reason for any person to want to lock every door if they don't want to replace their pottery. Again. So true. That is the camera you looked through in the throne room. Oh, got it. That explains the angle on the door. Yeah, okay. So this would call the ship back to me, as per the old game. And I suppose you have to wait for the whole animation for this one. That's fine, that's fine. I really like seeing the propulsion system up above. That's cool. Also, look at that freaking... Is it on a like a electric maglev system? It doesn't seem to be touching the pole at all. Oh, nice. And it rests on the pole when it's depowered, because otherwise it would fall down onto it. Those little rests come down. Man, somebody thought this through and actually said, you know what? For having so much mechanism in the Myst series, the mechanisms don't make a lot of sense. They're all frou-frou. They're all fluffy and stupid and don't actually do what they look like they're supposed to do. And we're gonna fix it. And I super appreciate that they did. I really like that. By the way, if you've been enjoying this stream so far, please, I encourage you to open up a browser tab, watch me on youtube.com/DamienHalme and contribute to the watch hours for 2024 so I can get partnered again, partnered for the second time with YouTube in 2024. First time I think was, man, maybe 9 years ago I got partnership, maybe 10. And then they changed the partnership requirements and I lost it. But watch hours will get me there again. Your watch hours, which is free. You can even do it when we're not watching the live stream together. You can pull up a playlist in my playlists tab and watch as many of my videos as you want to spend time on a browser tab. You can even hit loop, but I think at some point YouTube will like check to see if you're still there. Like Netflix, you know, so you need to nurture it periodically. But yeah, that's a thing. Okay, is this close the door? Do I need to close the door, or will it just go on its own? That sounds like the door closed on its own. This is probably turn. That is turn. Look at, there's even like little rests for these to sit in. Our little joystick is sitting in a rest right now. It's not a are you there? They straight up pause it, but they give up after a couple days. Oh, interesting. And then forward. Here we go. And it's really interesting. This is not a cutscene. We're just still live in game. This is fun. They do make nice roller coasters. Honey, I'm home. All right, can we move? Can we move? Oh, can we? No. I just want to get up. Just want to get up and out. And there's stairs. Love it. Love the changes to the mechanics. Very, very nice. Water, very, very nice. good stuff. Okay, we're on the first island with, like, trees. Brittle brown leaves arrive on Jungle Island. They say leaves, and we haven't seen a single leaf yet. Why give us that achievement? Is there anything fun on this side? Why give us this side unless there's something fun here? Just kidding. Maybe sometimes the game is just about you exploring and perceiving the world, right? I'm learning. Myst is teaching me that, and you all are also teaching me that. I gotta say, for a lot of the paradigm shifting conversations we've had on stream, some of my own paradigm has shifted because of your inputs, and I do super appreciate how you've affected my maturation process. I know I look old enough that I should be done, but I'm not. I'm a huge sucker for well done water. Yes. Speaking of which, look at all this. This is so theme parky. Don't you feel like you should be like floating down a flume ride and seeing this on the side, this little enclave here? And I love that you can actually climb up this. This is the first step that Mistman can just be like, path? What if I just walked off of it? What would happen? All right, hi, buddy. Oh, maybe because we interact with this thing. Welcome to more new stuff. Yeah. Hi. Hello. Sure. I'm not quite sure what you're supposed to do, but you're cute. Okay. Okay. Well, that's a rotatey eye. I don't want to come back to you. I don't know what to do with you yet. You got, oh, remember these? Remember these little chaps? A little bit more foreshadowing here. You got these guys. Catch some frogs. Is this like a frog deity? It kind of looks like a multi-faced frog deity to me. I can respect that. What about this? Hello? The lakes by my house are pretty well done. I enjoy those too. Do they look realistic? Where's this water pissing from? Can we turn this on? We can! Oh my. Are we... Should we plant a seed here and see if we can water it and make it grow? Because right now this doesn't look like it's doing anything. We'll go find a seed. Hang tight. We'll find something for you. All right. Oz is on a 125 watch streak. Congratulations. Good luck to anybody else. Well, hello, Akumu. Yes, that did actually give me chills this time. And so far every time. Honestly, every time. The graphics outside are wonderful. The story just sucks. To steal a meme or three. Same though. I'm waiting till I unlock the next level because I'm stuck on this one and the boss will not die. If you know what I mean. This feels so liberating to be able to move around in this space freely. It feels so good. Even if I have to use WASD controls. I could map it so I didn't, actually. I'm not going to do that right now on stream because it's a little bit of a nuisance. Dude, my bird in country brought me contraband. Go, yes. Is your bird max level? Hi. Hello. Can we walk very carefully to them and not scare them away? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. If these things eat me, I will laugh. It's just like, you have died, like a Souls game. Oh. Hi. Hello. Don't freak out. It's just me. It's just Myst Man. Just Donald ducking it in Riven. Don't mind me Donald ducking. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Hang on, guys. I just want to be friends. Where'd they go? Hello? Did they just dematerialize? I expected to see them swim out. Okay. Well, fun. Not yet, no. What's where in its development is it at, and how far to max level are you, if you know? And what sort of stuff are you getting? Mostly. Because it can't be contraband. Most of the time. Am I actually touching water? I think Myst Man is literally in the ocean water right here, right at this point in the game. The first time I've seen him wading in ocean. That's pretty amazing. Does it feel good, Myst Man? Donald ducking and your feet just in the water, in the sand, toes in the wet sand, staring out over the rifts in the ocean that could probably suck you under and kill you. I'm back. My apologies. Although I remember navigating through a scramble on the dials, I can't recreate it. My game's currently showing 1 through 9 in sequence. No worries, man. Water under the bridge. We are being water ninjas. This is really, yeah, this is a nice zen moment right here. Bet it feels good. Yep. Just breeze blowing past your butt hairs and feet in the water. My scavenger is above 300. Not sure if it has hit 400 yet, and it brought me opium. Love that. Well, that's going to be a good payday. And yes, I checked the list. The max is 1,000. Jeez. Looks like you can't touch the water here. You're just like on the edge of touching the water. Well. This is a new little alcove. I saw that shiny thing. Can we keep going? How far can we get? Just there. This is kind of pretty. I remember seeing like a bunch of little things like this when I lived up in Oregon. Whenever we go to the coast, you'd see little enclaves of water just sort of like lapping around tide pools and cliffs and that sort of thing. Oregon coast is... Whoa. Butterflies. Hi, guys. I was not expecting to see butterflies pop out. Are you guys all going to go back in? Or are those moths? No, they look butterfly-esque. Just like brownish. Okay. Is that a paintbrush of sorts? Or scribing brush of sorts? Can we move this ladder? Miss home. I definitely would have chosen Oregon over Georgia, just in terms of beauty. But too many other things, nah. A new perspective. Discover a strange moiety device. Why call it a moiety device? Curious. Who are the moiety? I know who they are, but you know, a new player. Oh, can you get the sun right there in the middle and like burn something? That could be fun. No, it looks like it's meant to do like secrets. So let's take a picture of this. Never know if that's going to come in handy. It just looks like bird splat to me, to be honest. But might come in handy. It seems like that rock up there is also white, in the same way, but I don't think it's supposed to be. I think that was a bad mat. Ooh. The butterfly moth things are also glowy. Well, oh. Well, hello. They have been painting Riven white in secret. Would you look at that? How sneaky. Well, now I want to go fucking everywhere holding this. You hide a secret down here in one of the walls or somewhere. It's a little hard to play like this, but at the same time, if you don't have this up and out with you, looking at everything, how are you gonna know where all the secrets are? Secret, secret, I've got a secret. I'm never going back to the desert except to visit fam. I would never go to desert just for the shiggles, just for actually going to be in desert. I do not like desert. What are those stains on your bed? It's moiety secret code, Mom. You know who the moiety are, right? Now, what's with the subtitles on stream? You didn't used to have them. I was beta testing them for a while. And then I decided maybe I won't use them because the program doesn't work very well. And, oh my, I didn't see all that. The program doesn't always translate me very well, and I thought it would be distracting to read the wrong thing. And then I thought, one, it's just better for accessibility. And two, when it gets things wrong, it's funny. So why not? R will bring the lens up and stow it. Oh, let's find out. I have my keyboard set to QWERTY right now. Take a picture of this. It is distracting to read the wrong thing, says Tara. Yeah. Okay. What other secrets can we find? You know, I'm going to be wanting to have this up like all the time then. I can't help it. I must know all the moiety secrets. What, we can't go this way? We were able to touch ocean water for the first time in Mistman's career. And they won't let us crawl over this rock. Okay. I do not want to go up this way first. I want to go up that way first. For reasons. Well, this changes everything. Oh, can we look at this over here? Will we learn something from you? We will. What the heck? So much glowy. Why are you all glowy? Why are you glowy? Oh, I do have this aligned correctly then. That way. Neat. But what does that do? Didn't seem to do anything when I made it right. I need to go, but have fun. I hope you enjoy the remake. Thanks, Everett. Pleasure having you. I will catch you in the next one. And hope you get a chance to catch up on the VOD so that next time you're in, you are caught up with where we left off. Can you see anything on the other islands? Imagine if you could see something all the way from, like, here. Oh, look, it says send help. It says, Gen is a... You can't make out the last word. This is pretty. I mean, it's useless, but pretty. Oh. Hi. For a 2024 game, the trees are kind of lo-fi, but it works. It works in its own sort of way. I think, like, really high definition trees are kind of a waste of time. If you're sitting here staring at the trees and you're pissed off that they're not, like, you know, fully polygonal, maybe you need to do something else with gaming. I mean, look at how pretty that is. Just looking at the sun through the trees, how the beams of light shine through. That is some well thought out work right there. Look at all the shading of the different leaves as they cover each other up. And some of the leaves go darker as a result. That is smart. That is smart. Alright. Oh, hey. The big old weapon is here that I would really love to pull out of the ground. It looks a lot bigger now. Like, who was wielding this? That's a handle right there. So what the hell? Somebody was holding onto that thing. There might be giants. Skyrim's like that too? Oh. With or without mods. Wait, where's my toy? I forgot where the R key was. That was part of it. I see sparklies. Oh, lots and lots of those butterflies. That's new to this area. Gosh, they're all over. Here it goes. What the what? Do you see what I see? There's just a patch of starry expanse just chilling. Okay. Hello? Oh, we can walk off the path. Oh no. Hang on. Hang on. No, not new game. Oh my god, what am I doing? Save. I will save over this. It's been forever. What the hell? Magna! Hi and welcome. Fear me. Oh, we have fun with the bot. Damn, QWERTY. I have such a hard time typing shoutouts with QWERTY engaged. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail and I'll figure out where underscore lives. Wait, do you feel better immediately or do I feel better immediately?
That sounds like one of those sex positions we were talking about in Angel's channel earlier today.
I was gonna say that just sounds like what we call Anne in the dressing room.
A stinky nun.
That's my favorite stinky nun.
Now it's time for everyone's favorite stinky nun.
Please welcome to the stage everyone's favorite stinky nun, Andromeda.
I need to get that, whoever that was, on my stream because that laugh is amazing. And it seems like the bar for laughter is... I want to say a low bar for laughter. I wish I was easily amused, to be perfectly honest. I wish I could even recall a fragment of the context. Well, obviously, the stinky nun. It's all the context we need. Welcome, Magna. How goes your weekend so far? Can I post a clip from that person? It makes me scream every time. Yeah, I think all you need to do is !watch and then the link to the clip. I think I have it set for everyone. If I don't, me or one of the mods will gladly repost whatever you type if it doesn't work. We're just here staring at this bit of outer space in the middle of a clear-cut forest. And we're going to probably try to touch it because I like touching things that I have no concept of what's going on. Shall we try it? Oh my, we can see the domes and everything. Total collapse is imminent. Investigate the strange breach. Oh, I see. So this is narrative trying to help you understand just how bad Riven has it right now. I do not feel like Riven was unstable enough in the original game. You had the sense that, you know, bad stuff was going to happen because they told you it was. And the villagers all were hiding from you. And besides the narrative of the books, there really wasn't a whole lot to, like, sort of set off, like, hey, this world is not going to last much longer. It's seen better days. I felt like we were in fine days at the moment. Okay. So, oh my, would you look at that? It's another one of those weird frog or bunny statues or whatever. Is this one also marked with paint so we can know what to do with it? Or do we not do anything with it? It never seemed to be in any particular peril. Exactly. They had those folks with the... Oh, I see. This is why you can step over it. Because the guardrail is damaged. They give you visuals as to why you can exit the path. I would have loved that. What's up, Rico? So that island with the gold dome, that's where Myst took place? No. Riven is a different world. Myst also has a dome. I think the makers of the games just like dome architecture. But yeah, they're different worlds. Pocket realities. Yeah, definitely makes this place feel like it's being torn apart a lot better. Pardon me, sirs and madams. Oh, looks like they might have deleted their channel. Oh, okay. You know, there are a few streamers, and I think, Magna, you and I know at least one we have as a common friend that I really thought were just great for Twitch, great for streaming. And to see them move on to bigger and better things in their lives is bittersweet. I don't want them to stagnate, but I miss them. I miss Kitty too. Yeah. Okay, so there's the minecart ride. And it looks like it goes in a direction I did not expect. Didn't expect it to go off to the right. Maybe the original, it does that too, and I just didn't map that correctly in my head. But all of these swords down in tribute. Wooden swords at that. Interesting. This is very captivating. Oh, here we go. Here's our steering wheel. And we can see exactly what to do. Would you look at that? You can play with the magnifying glass up, or whatever this is. Not magnifying. The cipher. I used to have stuff like this, like would come in kid foods, and they'd be like, here's a piece of red plastics, hold it over our secret code book and you'll unlock the secret. The secret was like, you get a free, you know, smallest box of our product. Congratulations. Basically the Ovaltine shtick from Christmas Story. Well, those are just delightful. I wish they were more colorful, but I guess not everything in the world can be pretty colors. I'm just partially biased against brown. Okay. Hi. Hi, Bug. I don't know what we're supposed to do with you, but I remember you being important in the last game. I'll take a picture. Just because. Bug. Can I do anything with you? Or are you literally just here for funsies? Bye. There he goes. Off into the sun. He's going just straight up. I've never seen a beetle fly that high. Okay. How did we open this last time? Oh. It turns out you left-click the mouse. These cultivated, very tall leaf shields are very nice touch. They give a nice privacy feeling. Mustn't forget to decoder ring. That's the word I was looking for, like a decoder. Everywhere we go. I want all the secrets. Secret, secret. I've got a secret. Ooh. Pretty glowy water, too. Oh, there's a glowy bit right there. That's weird. What could it be? Also, this area makes me nervous. I had to be told by Oz, I believe it was. Oh, what did they do to these trees? It looks like they scraped them down. That's not very kind. They're all stripped at some point. What's that about? Yeah, Oz had to tell me in the original Riven, you stand right here, you click to look over this direction, and then you just click into it. You just click into that screen. I'm like, why? She was like, just do it. And then there was a whole secret path. But it wasn't secret, like a secret. It was part of the game. Like, you had to go there. It was a part of the main story. Was go into the secret click. I call bullshit on that part of the game. Okay. Oh, is this going to be one of those line it up and it makes a picture sort of puzzles? Oh, maybe not. There's something there, and then those there. I don't know what I'm trying to... I guess I could take a picture of this, but I feel like I'm off from the appropriate angle it's supposed to be at. Well. Very blue and glow. Oh my. There's a little bit of a down over here. That's special and new. And there's our... Gosh, there's so many places I want to go. Let's take the new steps that we have no idea where this goes first. Oh, can we line this up better over here? No, because there's paint over there that we'd be missing then. The blue glowies. Exciting and new. Come downstairs. We're expecting blue. It's at the sword tip. This is not a safe place for me. Hopefully nobody was down here when this happened. Crikey. Okay. Well, I've got a blue cave with a blue window. Blue is the sea. I'm looking outside. Oh, would you look at that? There's just like a big sword. What are all these mammoth weapons here? Was there a fight of the Colossi? I didn't realize how many places in this game were an homage to some felled, powerful Gigantor Colossi at long since gone. the gods, perhaps, of this world. So where on earth does this lead to? This leads to back outside again. But it looks like we're coming back in again. Oh, it's a frog. I believe these are like frogs. And there's more of the... Oh, you can see this in its full... Gotcha. It's that illusion of... Is it a... Oh, it's glowing when you're in the right position. It's one of those illusions that's like, is it a duck or is it a bunny? Depending on how you look at it. All right. And you, I don't know why I feel obsessed with doing this, but oh, you're missing your eye. There's nothing to interact with here right now. Maybe we have to go grab it, and give it to the frog. Grab it. It's not like down here and glowing, is it? We'll find your eye, sir, or ma'am, as the case may be. Bear with. There's a lot of swords in the way. It's really... Has anybody seen a dropped contact lens? Or like a full eyeball? Okay, probably rolled somewhere. Sorry. Oh no, it's almost the end of my stream. This makes me sad. Oh! Mistman is venturing into new territory. He's also able to walk off the path here and look upon the ocean with no guardrail. They definitely did not bounce test this game nearly as much as some of the older Myst games. Well, that was gorge. Okay. Should we unlock the dome and then call it a night? That's going to be over to the right. Oh, what is going on with these? These mushrooms look perverted. There's something wrong. I love the ambiance here, though. Very, very nice. All the still leaves floating in the water. Such good touches. Like, they've really made this place so much more organic. Okay, you don't have any glowies on you. It's fine. Hi. Do you have the same bullshit puzzle where I have to walk up to it, turn around, and inspect these? Turns out you don't. Thank you. I super appreciate that. I was not a fan of that puzzle type. In which case, how do we open your big chompy maw? It's for me, ma. How far off the path can we go around here? Okay. I feel like Mr. Chompy Maw gets opened somewhere entirely different than this. Just when I thought we were going to be unlocking that dome tonight, maybe we won't. Looks like there's a bridge right there that connects over. That, but it's not connected to that. Oh, there it is. It's connected that way. Oh, that's just where the eyepiece is. Sub said Chompy Mom. I said what I meant. I told you there would be hilarity. Uh-oh. This leads away. That's not quite what I was hoping for. Well, alright. We'll come back for you. And does this way lead back to up there? I'm like checking everything. Everything as the decoder. Okay. This seems accurate and normal and good. Interesting. Hello? Is there anybody up there? Just sound an alarm if you can hear me. Oh my, what are these and why? What and why they are levers? Oh, they glow. Should I be touching these? What the hell? I'm Myst man. The answer is yes. The answer is always yes. Always touch. Always touch. There isn't like a marking that says touch this one, is it? There is a marking here. Hi. Is that a-Gehn like dropping people down to the fish? a-Gehn. That kills people. Wait. They're starting to not glow. Do we have to do this timed? This is hard to do on QWERTY. There. You're all glowing. Okay. I don't know that the glowy thing does anything particular. But hey, we made him glow. Congrats. Alright, where does this go? Ooh, pretty. I like the reflecting. It reflects way deeper than it ought to, but still pretty. Okay, this reveal is a great place to call it until next week. I hate to say, because if I go up there, I'm doomed. I will not get proper sleep. Yeah, that's for sure. All right, we'll save right there. Way to glow. I'm glowing up. Well, I'd love to stay and make up for the time that I was late to stream, but I can't. Not tonight. Not on Saturday nights usually. I have to be honorific to my duties on Sundays. Proper sleep? That is not the duty I mean. I mean, I have obligations. And sleep has not been an obligation for 5 years. 5 years. I used to be an 8 to 10 hour a night sort of guy. And something in my bones tells me that one day I want to get back to that. But until then, until we are at a place where the master plan is in effect, for those of you that haven't heard the master plan, and I said I was going to say it this week, but then I didn't. Master plan is get Oz into end of life as a career, which will cut our income almost assuredly by a little bit more than half. And fill in the rest of that. If she goes to work, then I have to be a resource for the kiddos. At least one of them is not slated for school because she's too tiny. We did do a lottery for a preschool, but we're on a wait list, and I don't know if that many people are going to quit in time. So somebody's got to still be on kid care. And so if Oz is doing full-time work and I'm at home, I have to make up the difference in lost income. And content creation could be the answer to us reformulating the household in that way, which would be following our dreams. It is what both of us really, really want. She really wants to be working, and I really want to be stay-at-home parental. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what we can make happen in the upcoming years. Maybe as early as 2024. Who knows? Who knows what will get us viral? All right. I love your faces. For those of you that haven't done so already, kick.com/DamienHalme. Add me as a follower and get me up to 75 for affiliate ASAP. Oh no, this place also has the earthquakes. They take sometimes a sweet time before another one comes, though. That's interesting. How, like, why they're so few and far apart. Yet when we were reading the book, a whole bunch kept happening. YouTube.com/DamienHalme. Put my playlists on shuffle and loop and on a browser tab. If you use a VPN, you can get more mileage out of other IPs than you can just your own home IP. As far as I know, I think there's a little bit of mild IP throttling that happens on daddy YouTube. 75 on Kick. Jesus, less on Twitch. Yeah, Kick is newer though, so I can see why they're a little bit afraid of affiliating too many people too quick and like losing big revenue because they're not a big daddy Bezos funded company. So they have to set the bar a little bit higher, at least initially. And they're also paying streamers to stream on Kick. So right now they are losing big money to have a few exclusives, namely XQC and Amaranth are Kick exclusives right now, I think. Or at least they're both getting paid to be on that platform. And if you are on YouTube or Kick, we're going to say goodnight to you right now. And Twitch, you all can hang out because we're going to go raid somebody else this evening. All right. If you are safe, fed, and loved, make sure someone out there is too, please. And we'll catch you all in a few days. See ya.